All right, Mike and the kids are just wondering, yeah, for all us, who does the cooking? Do we have three meals a day? Uh, and what does it normally consist of? We actually do get quite a bit of who's kind of the better cook, who does this or that. But the way it typically works is for in the mornings we might just grab a quick snack. Whoever goes out before the game drives, just like grab a piece of fruits or some rusks, which are biscuits in a way. And so then we're out on the game drive, and then we do the we walk and then the WeChat. So people just kind of fend for themselves in the mornings and afternoons, and occasionally, excuse me, Elizabeth, who does some our cleaning. Does her cleaning around here. Sometimes she'll make a kind of a late breakfast or a brunch, and kind of give it to anybody who's in the final control. And then sometimes Rexon will cook for everybody, cook a breakfast or a brunch for everybody. And then typically dinners we'll have a braai, which is a barbecue, where we light a fire, burn it down to coals, and have a little barbecue pit. And so yeah, in the evenings we tend to have dinner all together. And it just mostly consists of throwing meat on the fire. Sometimes we'll have a salad or various other things, but yeah, just right now a lot of meat, to where it's beef, lamb, sausage, or sausage here is called wors. So yeah, just lots of meat, and yeah, so pretty much we fend for ourselves for most meals, and then dinners is usually are together. So thanks for the question, and looks like the Warthog's now joining in a little bit of a drink. And also just let people know that Sapua is started her leave yesterday, and Herman started his. She started her leave today, as well as Herman started his leave, and they'll be gone for 2 weeks. And so yeah, Sapua is the one person that normally controls the water hole cameras throughout the day, starting from the we walk on up to the evening game drive at 4:30 p.m. Central African time. So I'll be myself in here for the most part of today, and throughout the week we'll just switch around. So you might hear different people coming through in, different people. Different crew members coming in throughout the day to give you different perspectives. As Pete's really good with the birds, and he really knows his bird identification and can give you more information. I'm pretty good at picking out some of the larger animals and trying to get close up, so it's always interesting to see some of our different perspectives here, and that's one of the amazing things about having a crew from all over different places, because we all bring in our unique views, and we all have different kind of talents that we bring to each other, and kind of we all learn. And also, as we're sitting here, it looks like some Impala, a group of Impala coming in. Thank you, Carmen Cheetah, just mentioning that she enjoyed the wee bits, which is kind of a behind-the-scenes thing that we do here at Wild Earth, where we'll go out, where Herman or some of us go out, get some footage throughout the week, and just post a little bit of behind-the-scenes stuff here at Wild Earth. And this latest one was with Joel. He's the guy that supplies our petrol or gas or fuel out here, whatever you want to call it, from the small local town of Utah. It's hard to say. Depends on everything that we do of the game drives, all the various drives that we have, of how long the 400-liter barrel will last. It usually lasts, I think, a couple weeks if we can push it out, and sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, because Rexon sometimes takes the tank, which was the old game drive vehicle, to the gate to where he parks his car outside. So that one eats up a lot of gas, so it varies. Depends how long that is, and yeah, that was interesting to see that how we do get petrol out here in the barrels, and that Joel just rolls it off the truck and puts it in our little kind of shed area for it. And yep, Karen just commented that Sapiwe is the queen of the final control. That she is. One of her nicknames is Zumi because she does bring you beautiful pictures of the animals and does a lot. We do really adore her here at Wild Earth, and really glad and appreciative. Sorry, getting a little dry. It's a little bit hot here, so I'm just gonna take a short break for a drink while you watch the Impala. Have a drink. But yeah, she's a rock here at Wild Earth, always with a smile on her face, and always with a little chuckle when she chats with everybody around here. Or when she asks us questions throughout the day, she'll just always kind of with a little bit of a smile and say okay, and really enjoy. And it's really been a lot of fun working with her because I'm here in the Final Control a lot throughout the day, just keeping her company as well as logging onto the chat room and catching up on things that I might have missed throughout the week and working on various other things. So it's always fun just sitting with her and chatting a little bit, and it's always been a lot of fun starting the chats with her in the mornings. All right, thank you, Ian. She's just commenting. Sometimes people wonder how many miles or kilometers the Giga, our game drive vehicle, covers in a drive. I was wondering if somebody could jot down the mileage one day and tell us. I think you might be able to follow that with our GPS now, but the actual area that we were allowed to cover in Juma is maybe about 4 kilometer by 4 kilometers square. It's not a little bit more. There is a map up on our main site under the Juma site. It's where you're able to see that. But yeah, I've always wondered that too. It's always hard to see how many kilometers we do put on the Giga throughout the game drive vehicles, because it all depends as well on what we see out there. Because if we come across some good sightings, there's been times where, especially there was a Karula sighting just outside the Butela Lodge, that the guys stayed there for most of the game drive and didn't really go anywhere, so they covered maybe about 500 meters. But yeah, it is interesting, and we'll see. We'll have to do that, but I don't think our kilometer our odometer works in the Giga, so we can't really get that on the vehicle, but we'll keep an eye on the GPS, and maybe some of you that do follow the GPS will be able to tell us. That's the other wonderful thing about Wild Earth, is you guys can focusing on the various things that you guys like. So if you guys enjoy some of the maps, I'm sure you tune in to the maps a little bit more on the game drive, or perk up when various other things come. There's people that enjoy birds, others that enjoy the larger mammals, others enjoy the reptiles, so it's really great. Alright, Carmen was just wondering about the pictures of the kids to Dixie. Was wondering if any of those boys were Rexons. Yep, I do believe, I know at least one of his boys was there. I'll have to double check to see which one it is. I think it might be in one of the pictures that are on our blog. I know when I was looking at all the pictures that I posted on Facebook, so people mentioned, oh, that's Rexon's kid. So yeah, when Rexon's back later on today, I'll have him take a look and see if his one of his boys is in the pictures at Wild Earth on our blog. Sorry, just doing a couple things at once. But yeah, I do know that at least one of his boys came, because he mentioned that it can be a handful being a parent of some kids, as I'm sure my mom knows. I have 3 older brothers and a younger sister, so my mom was about raising 4 boys, and as well as a girl. So yeah, it's definitely interesting. And looks like the warthogs also come back for a little bit of a wallow and cool down. All right, Charlie. Yeah, if I remember correctly, she's just wondering if I figured out the question that her granddaughter Jessica asked on Saturday about Wonky's leg. If I remember correctly, you were wondering how did Wonky get that injury, and